Hello everybody, I feel led to do this video real quick because I know there are a lot of people that are just hurting, okay? And as somebody who has gone through so much hurt on so many different levels, I'm here to tell you on the other side of what you're hurting from, God is ready to heal you. It's already waiting for you. He's already made it available for you to be healed and for you to be blessed because of it. Now, I really can't stress that enough, that you have to forgive people. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you have to get back in a relationship with them. I definitely wouldn't tell them any of my personal business if I were you, but just making peace with the pain, saying, yes, that really did hurt me. I couldn't believe that they did that to me because I wouldn't do that to them. But you know what? That was 2 weeks ago. I got past it. That was 2 years ago, or however long it's been. You made it through. And so accept it for what it was. And then look at it like this. Maybe the Lord revealed to you what was in their heart because you couldn't see past the smiles and you couldn't see past the hugs and you couldn't see past the flattery. But the book of Proverbs says that flattery spreads a net for your feet. So somebody that's flattering you all the time, they really are trying to set you up to cause you to fall. But maybe you couldn't see that because, like I said, you're so used to hearing what they say, but you weren't listening to what they were saying from their heart. And God revealed that to you. So I'm just here to say, please forgive everybody who does you wrong. It is really not for them. Now, it really is for you. Just think of it like this. Every time you remember what they did, it's almost like you are literally walking into a jail cell. You're closing the door behind you and you're locking yourself in. You're locking yourself into that past situation. You're locking yourself into that moment. And it's tying the hands of God to where now that you're in it, He can't even set you free because freedom has to be your choice. You have to choose to release it. You have to choose to give it to God and let Him vindicate you. You have to choose to rise above it and say, you know what? This doesn't define me. They did that to me and it was messed up, but you know what? I forgive them. Now I'm gonna forgive myself too, because there had to be certain signs about them that I knew I couldn't trust, because this ain't the first time they've done this to me. They've done this a lot to me, but I kept going back to them. So then you have to forgive yourself as well. I'm just here to say that I am so happy that I chose to forgive the people who hurt me. And I mean the closest people to me, my mom and my son. I'll even say on my birthday, my own son started an argument with me on my birthday, okay? And just snatched my grandson from my life, and I haven't seen him since. It was painful, it hurt, but I'm healed now because I released it. I gave it to God, and I still pray for my son. Because if you look at it, what it really is from the perspective that it's not so much about you, but it is the enemy trying to get you, the prayer warrior, to stop praying for people who are on their way to hell. If you look at it like that, then it shows you that this whole thing really ain't about you at all. It's the enemy working through the people who know, the enemy knows the anointing that you carry. I'll tell you like this. I went on Google and I typed in my information about who am I. Do you know AI knew exactly who I was? Even though I personally didn't write that stuff into Google's database, it said that I am a Christian poet, author. I've written a book about, healing. I'm like, what? So if AI, which is artificial intelligence, which pretty much can represent Satan because, it's artificial, it's fake. Well, if that has information about who I am, then imagine what the enemy knows about who I am. It's the same way with you. You were made in God's image and after His likeness. And if you're alive, the enemy knows that God has a purpose for you. If you've prayed at least one time and it came to pass, then that means you have a heavy weapon against the kingdom of darkness. Now, think of it like that. Look on the outside. Take yourself out of the inside of the story and look from a different perspective. See the part that you play, see the person playing that part, and you just look at the whole scenario like that. And then you'll see the real enemy is this devil. He's really working through the ones who have yielded themselves to be used by him. And they say things to attack you. But it's really to push you away so that you'll give up on them. You'll be so offended and hurt, and offense too. That's also setting a trap for the enemy to come into your life to wreak havoc. But no, don't give him a foothold into your life through offense. Forgive quickly. Pray for them who hurt you. And pray for them to be set free from the kingdom of darkness. Because the truth be told, it's your prayers why they even still here in the first place. I hope this helps somebody, because I'm telling you, forgiveness is freedom on a whole nother level. Oh my God, it's so peaceful to forgive people. It's such a blessing to forgive people. You carry a heavy anointing, but don't be deceived by the enemy. He's trying to take everybody with him to hell, not just the people who have yielded their lives, to be used by him. But he want to take you too, because you're being used by God. He don't want God to be, happy. He wants to take away the very prized possession that the Lord loves, and that's you. But the Lord loves them too. So who can he send? Who can he trust that can love these relatives of yours more than you? You know them. Strangers don't really know them. They just know that they're human. They just know that they have a purpose, but you have been in relationship with them. And I know every day hasn't been bad. There have been some good days that you can reflect on. Let that be your anchor. Let that be the reason why you continue to stand in the gap for your loved ones, even when they have done you wrong. And God will pay you back. What do I mean he'll pay you back? He'll give you peace. He'll give you beauty for ashes. He'll give you the oil of joy instead of mourning. He'll create new opportunities and relationships with other people so that you won't be lacking. Maybe for a season, you do need to separate from the people who have hurt you, but that doesn't mean that you separate from them and cut them off completely and not pray for them. Because if you don't pray for them, who's going to stand in the gap for them that God will actually listen to? Yeah. So you might be their only lifeline to salvation, to a true relationship with Jesus. So that's all I have today. And just know that the Lord is on your side. He's with you. He has already given you the tools. For your copy of Angel in Disguise, a book of Christian poetry to help you on your healing journey, please go to Amazon.com or ShiroPublishing.com for your copy today. If anything was said in this video that resonated with you, please leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. God bless.